raise your edge poorly. The bad news is he's cued his probe all the way across here. He will spot this Stargate, but not until the Oracle is almost already out. His Stalker, oh my god, his Stalker. What a read from ZEST. What a read. Look at this. ZEST scouting the probe on the high side, and the Stalkers on the south side. It looks like the Oracle will get out, and actually there may be some danger here for ZEST as a dominant. Stalker's going to have high ground advantage, and he's going to have an Oracle here pretty quick as well. The Oracle can probably clean these up if he's careful. Ooh, very careful here. And now ZEST has got a hot foot it back home. Wants to catch this Oracle. Oh my god, he misses the Oracle. The Oracle's going to go nuts. There is a shield battery, though. ZEST is just fine in his main base. ZEST fans, breathe a sigh of relief, and we will see this Stargate depowered immediately. Bloop. Gone. Gone! And ZEST left a little present behind as well. And in fact, he's left a second little present behind. Oh boy. ZEST has Warp Gate research already finished. 4 Stalkers out. The Oracle, of course, can't do anything other than one probe getting trapped in a stasis ward. Right now, ZEST is going to warp in 3 Stalkers from a forward pylon here, and ZEST is going to get aggressive. I got made fun of by my European viewers last time I talked about this, but American viewers back me up here. If you go to a high school basketball game, the cheerleaders have a cheer that's be aggressive. B-E aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. That's like a thing. And all the foreign viewers made fun of me. They're like, of course the Americans have a cheerleader cheer about being aggressive. You American warmongers. And I was like, it's a basketball game, guys. Chill out. Anyway, nice defenses here for Adominus given the situation. He had some nice little micro tricks there, trying to spread those probes out, but ZEST is just too strong, and Adominus is going to get absolutely creamed here. Last Stalker goes down, ZEST warping in 3 Stalkers at a time, and this game all but over right now. As the last 2 gateways get depowered, Adominus has a Stalker and a pocket full of dreams. Very quick win there for Raise Your Edge Gaming's ZEST. Like I said, a bit of a favored player. Third base here for Drogo. No third base for Geralt yet. He's setting up for it, though, and there it is. Posture straight down to grab that third base. A little bit of pressure on the third base from Geralt here, but Drogo should be able to hold fairly easily. He needs to pop a Guardian Shield, though, yeah, to win this one. Ooh, an aggressive blink forward here from Drogo, and Geralt doesn't have blink available. He's going to be snookered a little bit, grabbing Drogo, grabbing a couple Stalkers there. Nice little play from Drogo. That aggressive blink forward, the Guardian Shield saving him, and that's going to put Drogo on the front side of this attack. So well done. Third base for Drogo up a little bit earlier. He's up 9 workers as well. Army supplies dead even in the upgrades tab. Dead even as well. Charge on the way for Drogo, whereas we see an earlier Robo Bay coming down for Geralt. So Geralt's going to go ahead and shuffle in to Blink Stalker Disruptor slightly earlier than Drogo is. Drogo, of course, does not have that Robo Bay down, instead going Mass Gateway. This is a style that we've seen some other European players try lately, where their opponent is going for Blink Stalker Disruptor. And rather than playing the Blink Stalker Disruptor roulette game that players like M. Canning absolutely love to play, some other European players, notably Art and Skillis, are playing this style where they're going for just more ground units instead, beefing up their ground army, getting some Immortals out, getting a bunch of Blink Stalkers charge lots, and going from that position to try and defeat the Disruptor Stalker army. So interesting choices here from Drogo. I'll have to see if it pays off for him. Some good force fields there from Geralt. Shave off a bit of Drogo's army, but with the Warp Prism, remember, Geralt does not have Defender's Advantage anymore. Luckily, his first shield battery just finishing up. And that's going to save his bacon. DT in the natural, drawing the... Oh, no. Oh, no. Are there only 2 observers out? Oh, God. 1 observer out here with the army. 2nd observer trying to defend the DT. The DT in the backside doing incredible damage. 12 probes going down, forcing the army out of position. And my God, ladies and gentlemen, this just became a bloodbath, a masterclass in prestidigitation, in hiding something up your sleeve, in stealing the nose of a small child. This was an amazing, amazing distraction play by our boy Drogo. Now, he's going to lose a fair few Stalkers here, but that Disruptor shot is not going to recharge in time, and that's a Blunko. Oh, geez. 34 army supply to 14. A couple half-hearted warp-ins on both sides, but honestly, at this point, there's not much hope. And Raise Your Edge Gaming PTITDROGO grabs game number 2. Raise Your Edge now leading the series 2-0. These adepts can make it across real fast like. They're going to try and shade into the third here. Probably going to cancel that shade on... Yeah, the Ling's on top of them. They're at the shade already. But more adepts joining the fight already. 13 adepts out for max packs here. BLY with no roaches yet. He's making 9, which is a good number. But they're not going to be out for a couple more seconds here. And when they do pop out, it looks like a couple at each base. He has not prioritized specific bases for specific roaches. So he is going to have to take a minute to get these roaches all together. Luckily, BLY does have 6 queens out right now. So the queen should have transfused energy to save some of them. One queen does go down right away here. The adept shade canceled. Max packs playing very, very cautiously, just waiting for his dark shrine. There's no lair from BLY. There's a spore in the third and the natural, but nothing in the main. If he warps in a handful of DTs here, he could really get some damage done. The adept shade's gonna go off here. A couple shade into the third base, a couple shade into the natural, a couple drones will go down. 2 drones already, but the roach split's fairly decent right now from BLY. Pulls these drones off. Meanwhile, at the third base, the last 2 adepts do get cleared up. These are great responses so far from BLY. Good rotations, saving himself quite a bit. This is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a wacky set of builds from any of these players. These are pretty standard stuff, and both players executing them very well. DT's trying to get on top of the Spore Crawlers here. Really nice play from BLY, though, stopping that Spore Crawler from going down. And yeah, unfortunately, Max Pax is going to be forced to refocus onto the Spine Crawler rather than the Spore Crawler, which means he's not going to get as much damage done. Of course, there's nothing in the main. That Spine Crawler not finished yet, and there are not enough drones here to get on top of it. Max Pax is going to be able to take the Spine Crawler and might be able to get everything else. Again, there's no lair tech. There's no mobile detection right now. As soon as that Spine Crawler goes down, there's nothing in the main base to fight against these DTs. There's the Spore Crawler rather, finally moving up from the natural up into the main, but 31 drones have gone down, and the DT follow-up by Max Pax has been absolutely brutal. The hometown boy in the Raise Your Edge Royal, Raise Your Edge's BLY, is in a huge heap of trouble as a couple Ravagers come in. But Roach Ravager, and again, the army supplies look similar, but look at the army value tab here. That's the true measure of what those armies are. That's how scary those armies are. Max Pax with more than twice the value of his opponent's army. And this third base doesn't stand a chance. It can bend over and kiss itself goodbye. The third base is going to get knocked down right away. Observer even gets out of there, barely. And no third base for BLY. He's going for another third down south, but unfortunately, Max Pax is on the war path. So many Stalkers, so many Immortals. It would take some kind of Barry Manilow-style miracle right now, a true blue spectacle, for BLY to pull out of this alive. Again, don't look at that army supply tab. You're going to be tricked. Look at the army value tab. Max Pax has a great position here as well. Going to be able to get through this narrow choke point, dodge a couple corrosive biles, and work his way into a more aggressive position. There it is. The blink up onto the high ground. Going to dodge all these corrosive biles. The warp prism even flying in from the backside, and look at these force fields. And now BLY is force-felded out of his main base. Sure, there are a couple probes going down somewhere for some reason. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter, though, because Max Pax is still even on workers, but twice ahead on army supply. All 3 Immortals still alive. BLY loses his poor spawning pool. Oh my god. And there's just not much here that he can do. Lair tech, bye-bye. Well, he's getting drones first. Hang on. That was premature. There it is. Lair tech, bye-bye. Poor lair tech. And now the last base gonna get picked off. The beautiful force field, I was gonna say donut, it's like a force field Tetris piece there, as Max Pax chalks one up. Team Exxon's second squad is not gonna go down without a fight. It's down on the side. He's got one High Templar with no storm. I guess he's just trying to bait out a Graviton beam. Very strange choice there from Drogo. We're going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit more, though. We see these pickups from Max Pax, but the Archons in the backside are really what are doing a ton of damage right now. The Archons are going to be leading the way for Drogo right now. The Immortals in the back for Max Pax getting topped up by that shield battery. The overcharge does go down. The Zealot trying to get on top here. It looks like Drogo might be able to do it, but I think the +2 for Max Pax is going to be just enough. +2 Immortals and a shield battery going to save Max Pax's bacon, which means that Drogo has got to go back to the kitchen and look for some more eggs to try and find some differences in these fights. Ooh, the Phoenix from Max Pax being a little bit too aggressive there. Nice shots off. A feedback on the Phoenix to prevent the lift-ups. Wow, that's rare to see, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for more fights where Max Pax is going to have a distinct advantage. Immortals in the backside, Archons in the front, and here Drogo is stuck in the middle with Stalkers. I don't know if you can do it. Drogo, realizing that old maxim, if in the game you are behind, the building to construct is thus Dark Shrine. I think that's the old Day 9 maxim, right? Oh, I nailed it. Damage done here. Even though there's a +2 upgrade in favor of a +2 upgrade advantage for max packs right now, Drogo's army still looks pretty scary, both in army supply and army value. Ooh, Disruptor gets killed off just before it's shot. Goes down, pardon me. Second Disruptor going a little bit too far forward. They're soaking up some shots right now, buying Drogo some time. Drogo's army supply at 61, max packs at 42 rather, and this game getting better and better for Drogo and Raise Your Edge. This looks like the last stand of the Dutchman, or the Danishman. Dane man? The last stand of the Dane. That's it. Jeebity Christmas. Oh, what a good pickup from max packs. Unfortunately, plenty of Stalkers left over, and that Warp Prism ain't gonna make it. Those Stalkers saying, I'm your Huckleberry, and they're going to get shot down dead in the street like poor old Marshall Bill. GG, Petite Drogo and Raise Your Edge Gaming are going to take the victory 3-1.
I got goals to chase, I got roads to pay. Not yet where I want to be, but I got close today. I went ghost today, I got least to say. I be focused on these dreams like I didn't sleep today.